I'm the student body president for Spring Valley High School, and the programs I'm representing out of the multitude of clubs that I'm in is forensics and the WISE program. But before I get into that, I ask you this question, it's rhetorical. What makes up a school?
Obviously school is a place to learn your academics, your read, your write, your arithmetic and all that, but school is so much more than that. It's about educating the whole child. Kids get so much from the activities they belong to, the sports that they, that play and all of that, and they just come into the classroom with a better sense of belonging, with a better sense of teamwork. If they're on the basketball team, they know how to work in a group. If they, are on the yearbook committee, they know how to meet a deadline. So all of those skills that you learn in your extracurriculars and that you learn in sports transfer to the classroom and kind of help create the whole person. It's not only about, math, and it's not only about English, and it's not only about chemistry and all the other subjects that you learn. It's about turning you into the people that you're going to be when you go out into the world. And those are probably the most important thing, is being a team player and having a strong work ethic and knowing how to solve problems and all of those things that school teaches you, but being in a club and being on a team teaches you as well.
What benefits do extracurricular activities have on students?
In high school, I was a part of a few different clubs, but the one that definitely was the most dominant one of my life was the Thespian Troupe. Our drama club was absolutely incredible and treated me very, very well. It became a second family instantly, and I got to work and cultivate art in such a different and unique way. And I learned skills and tools that I will never learn anywhere else, about how to work with people, how to deal with personalities other than your own, typical business sort of stuff that really I learned in a creative aspect, that and definitely honing social skills and learning how to talk to one another, especially when you're dealing with people who are such sensitive people, such as actors.
What I found over the years is that numerous kids have come up to me, not just while they were in school, but also long after they've graduated, and they say to me, Mrs. Tiro, if it wasn't for Thespian, if it wasn't for dance club, these programs, I wouldn't have come to school. I would have just, gone home, watched TV, watched video games, gotten in trouble, whatever. And so the benefit to schools is that it actually keeps more kids active. Sports too. This is not just the arts, but it's the sports, it's the clubs, it's that participation in something that is not just sitting down in your math class. And I would never say that math is not important. Of course it is, as is English and all of the academics. But for kids need to be not just entertained, but they need to be stimulated in other ways that interest them directly. So if you're not feeding them through the academics, then you're going to lose them.
That this club, I think in particular, but I think a lot of the clubs that we have in the school can change perceptions and really, give people positive perceptions about the school. I've really seen that from the other schools when we go to play them. They're not looking forward to playing this team.
What would happen to the students if the extracurricular activities were cut?
It's going to be very difficult for our students if they end up not having extracurriculars. They need to have things to do to keep them active and engaged. For some students, the reason they come to school every day is because they know at the end of the day they have something else to look forward to. They need to be engaged in their classes, and it's very important they have the regular curriculum because they need those things to be able to get through and to be successful in life. but the other things help to balance them, make them well-rounded students and well-rounded people. And the extracurriculars actually build character and other skills that are important in life and that can help them with their regular curricular work.
I think students would be disheartened because that's what many students look forward to. I know myself that I look forward to going to baseball, to going and playing with my friends, having a good time. It's a very enjoyable experience, and without it, I don't think I'd be the same because that's what I look forward to.
Also without clubs, and especially sports, like as important as the AP classes are, with sports there are some, for those kids who are not as academically strong, they really rely on sports for maybe scholarships and just as an outlet for their talent. Even with like thespians, a lot of people like during the day if they had a bad day or something, a club can like cheer up their mood. Also, a lot of the kids here, being in clubs and sports, it just gives them exposure to like other people, and it's just a way for them to socialize, and that's really important for like the future in terms of like in any field you need to be able to be social. You should be able to work in teams, groups, and I feel like clubs and sports, they enable us to do that, and yeah, it just makes you a more well-rounded and more like socially conscious person.
What makes up a school? Is it just textbooks, desks, classrooms intertwined to give us the common core? You would be a fool to think so. We have young daredevils that aren't afraid to step to podiums and rock the mics with their voice. Young actors who would fool you into believing they were on Broadway. Some of the most gifted minds that have the potential to revolutionize the world. Athletes who changed the game at such a young age. Faculty that engage in sculpting these future leaders. And the programs that are outlets for these young talents to flourish. Our future leaders are formed with these extracurricular activities. But somehow they are being looked at as just extra. But they're more, much more. They are what makes up a school. Now, school by definition is an institution dedicated to and designed to impart skills and knowledge to students. This knowledge and these skills flood the schools in different areas and dress the minds of students with skills outside the realm of the classroom. Coaches and advisors taking the roles of teachers, teaching lessons that could only be learned outside classrooms, giving life lessons to bring life and lessen the confusion that comes with this life, granting clarity, changing lives. These extracurricular activities activate adrenaline in the classrooms, at home, so that they may stay on the courts, the fields. They work beyond and above to continue to do what they love. Benefits upon benefits. These clubs are the stepping stone to get to the next stage. A wise man once said that colleges may choose you based on what you do outside the classroom, making these more than activities, but lifelines to higher learning and more. Alumni see firsthand the blessings of these after-school activities. People set apart by their abilities, making them unique, showing that they are a masterpiece among a collage of masterpieces. Now, what if these activities were gone? Vanished out of thin air, eclipsed by issues that puppet their existence but have no right to? Why must good things be taken away even when they provide blessings? My father once told me that my family is blessed simply because of the roof over our heads and the clothes on our backs. However, if time gets hard, we would have to cut back on things, except food. He said that would never be an option. But let me tell you that if these programs are gone, we students will be hungry. We'll miss out on the meal of success.
The great feeling when we won an award based on our efforts. The meals of purpose, knowing that we are good in something, that we bring honor to our school. On behalf of all the athletes, public speakers, actors, musicians, and other club members, please give us a chance to spread our wings. Don't suck the wind from beneath our wings. Allow us to sprout. Don't deprive us from the sun, no matter how hot it gets. Don't deprive us from the rain, no matter how dry our surroundings become. We will fight for what we want, for what we need. We won't stop, can't stop, and will continually strive to get what we need.